There are few Tasmanians working in the performing arts industry whose reputation across the state is one of complete admiration and respect. Writer, actor, designer and director Don Gay was one such individual. The 71-year-old died during a cruise in Greece in December, prompting a flow of glowing obituaries in honor of the man and his work in the performing arts. Tasmanian actress Noreen Le Mottee first worked with Gay in 1974 and over that period soon came to regard him as not just an incredibly talented man but one of her greatest friends. "We did many shows together," Le Mottee said. "I've been in the theater world for around 60 years and I've worked with so many people during that time, but I've worked with Don more than any other." Born in Devonport, Gay made his name as artistic director of Polygon Theatre Company in Hobart during the late 1970s through to the early 1980s. He was never one to shirk the hard work behind the scenes, and was as much at home rigging lights and Bernie as he was reciting his lines at the Peacock Theatre in front of a sold-out, adoring house. Le Mottee said she encountered Gay during a play called The Lion in Winter. The play was written in 1966 by James Goldman and tells the personal and political story of Henry II of England. Le Mottee was standing next to Gay in the wings of the theatre when she noticed a curious ticking sound. "I suddenly realized it was coming from him," she said. "I whispered to him, 'Is that you?' And he said, 'I'll tell you later.' We're on," and on we went." Le Mottee soon discovered that the ticking was an artificial heart valve Gay acquired a couple of years earlier following a traumatic car accident. "Whenever Don was a little bit nervous in the wings you would hear this ker-thunk, ker-thunk, ker-thunk," Le Mottee said. It was another 5 years until Gay and Le Mottee worked together for a second time. "He'd already started a new theater company called Polygon," she said. "The company became very successful and we got funding to tour the state. One of the highlights of the Polygon era was a tour of King and Flinders Islands. Wherever we went, Don would be the one climbing ladders and hanging lights as well as having directed the play, and quite possibly playing in it as well," Le Mottee said. "He was a very quiet, gentle person." In the mid-1980s a redistribution of funding resulted in the closing of Polygon Theatre Company. Gay embraced freelance work and eventually formed the Mainstage Theatre Company, a cooperative group where he fulfilled the role of artistic director. As a writer, Gay enjoyed exploring both the personal stories and the history of Tasmania, co-writing a musical version of Marcus Clark's For the Term of His Natural Life which was performed at the Mount Nelson Theatre in the mid-2000s. The performance was a roll call of Tasmanian performers and attracted the interest of theatre companies interstate. "It was mammoth," Le Mottee said. During his many decades in the theatre industry Gay mentored countless young actors and directors in almost every aspect of performing imaginable. At his remembrance service in January the crowd of people covered all age groups and extended to the balcony level of the funeral chapel where there was standing room only. "He was a beautiful man," Le Mottee said. "He was loved by so many people,